Hello and welcome back, everyone. We are back on Total War Rome 2, and we're starting it off with none other than Rome themselves. We are back on the settlement of Alexandria, and we've got Rome on the field. That's always a big win, right? Rome's a super popular faction for people. At least, even though it doesn't get played a whole lot for the whole Rome's OP thing, people sure do love seeing it in videos. So, to get right into it, let's just talk about Rome then. So, or at least the Roman side here. So, first of all, we have got Rome being. Oh, here, hold on. Hold on. I have to say this in order, okay? So we've got hold on. Iceni being commanded by Im. We've got Nabatea being commanded by Stuck. And finally, we've got Rome being commanded by Stepbro. Wink, wink. Now for the defenders, we have got Boei being commanded by who's Mr. Bubbles. We've got Parthia being commanded by J-Barbs. And finally, we have Bactria being commanded by Bees. Bees here is the person who sent this one in. I'm not 100% sure who the attackers are, but I'm pretty positive this is an in-house battle. If anybody in the battle wants to tell me who the attackers were, cool. Let me know in the comment section. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Fight Me or some of the other regulars are in this one. So I guess we'll find out hopefully soon. Let's see. It looks like I saw shots coming in. Looks like Parthia is shooting over into the Nabatean heavy archers, but Nabatea does not seem to be responding to that fire. You can see that we've got Nabatea pushing towers off to the right. Got 2 units of Armored Desert Hoplites and a unit of Nabatean Swordsmen. Not to be confused for Nabatean Noble Swordsmen, because Nabatean Noble Swordsmen are junk. And then you can see Nabatea also has brought a couple of his archers over to the right. Typically what he's trying to do here is to get a shot on this. What he's going to have to be careful for, though, is the counter fire from inside the settlement. They can fire like this. What's basically going to happen here is Nabatea is going to come out here. He's going to fire a couple shots. They're going to fire at him. So what he's going to do is he's going to hide under the shadow of the wall. And what that's going to do is the defenders won't be able to arc their shots into the unit from there. They can hit them when they're, back here, but they can't hit them when they're up in here. So what ends up happening is the attackers kind of do this thing where they, go back and forth from the shadow of the wall and then come out and fire. And then typically, once they start firing, you'll see the attackers move their archers into the shadow again. What they're trying to do right now is push this archer out of the little cubby here, this little notch or niche area here. See, there he goes. He goes into the shadows. But it looks like Parthia has found himself a target over here. Now, right off the bat, we have already got evocati cohorts from Rohan. Rohan? Yes, Rohan! Summon the Rohirrim! No, from Rome. Evocati cohort from Rome is already in the mix of things, as well as a desert levy. For the defenders right now, all we have is a hillman, but we do have some thorax swords in support. A lot of archer fire coming in on the Nabatean heavies. Nabatean heavies do have a pretty good armor, though. They got that 40 armor, so they're pretty tough. Now you can see we've got Celtic Slingers moving forward. I think he's trying to kind of get set up in a place where he can shoot into those Nabatean heavy archers. Celtic bows. Looks like mostly Parthia on the right, but then you can see we've got a little bit of a mixture of Parthia and Boii in the center, with mostly Bactria holding the left. The defenders already destroyed the Colosseum. They turned their artillery around and shot their own Colosseum, so now they don't have to worry about it. If they want to, they can go ahead and just set right up against the Colosseum and have no worries about it collapsing on them. Sorry about that.
Yes, Commander.
Bactria and Hillman up on the wall, getting some good javelins down into the Avocati cohort. Where... I didn't see where the Nabatea is shooting at something. I couldn't tell if he was shooting at the Colosseum because he didn't know it was broken, or if he's shooting at something else. Looks like he might just be shooting into the center area. Nabatea doesn't seem to have lost really much of anything out here from the archers. Looks like he might have lost 2. Big push over here. Armored Desert Hoplites now backing up the Avocati cohort. That poor Bactria and Hillman does not stand a chance. Gotta love the blues and the reds. You can see we got some more thorax swords set up. You know, now that they have brought the towers over here, they really haven't done anything with it since. They dropped them, but are they going to go get on it again now? Got a 160-man Armored Desert Hoplite moving over there. You can see a Rome is set up here. Typically what we tend to see is a heavy push down the center, and then as this is taken, you begin your push this way. And then after that's as you begin this push, you then tend to push this wall. You don't want to, Alexandria is one of those settlements where the gates are very inconvenient to the defenders, right? One gate is over here, and it's blocked in by slums, right? You can literally, all you can do is go this way and this way. That's it. So it's really easy for the attackers to plug that and then plug this, right? And then the other gate is all the way over here, which, by the way, we do see some cav here from Bactria, the Bactrian Royal Cavalry. Yes, indubitably. Look at the leaves on their helmets there. Very nice. But yeah, so the other gate is over here. Once again, not very convenient to the defenders. By the time, like, if you want to sally out, right, your best friend is speed and surprise, right? Well, this gate is so far away that there's almost no way that you're going to surprise the attackers with a cav sally out from that area. So, what really hurts them is that they can't really pressure the attackers if they want to, right? But if the attackers come in and bust down these walls, then that is more areas that the attackers have to then watch to make sure that the defenders don't try to come and hassle them or sally out cavalry or chariots or even just regular infantry. So if they're not going to use those breaches yet, then there's no point to breaking the breaches. So that's why you typically delay the left-hand breach. As you can see, the defenders have fallen back. They decided not to commit anything more to this initial corner. I think, honestly, basically because it could be a trap, right? That holding this 1 and 2 little areas when in the end, the attackers have a much better priority here, it's not beneficial, right? Now, if they come back here, if you look at it, let's go to the tactical map. You can actually see this really well here. In the end, the defenders have basically made their defense straight across, right? which takes away a lot of the cross angles that the attackers might be able to get with their archers. Because now this defense is pretty much straight across, that means the attackers are coming at it straight on, right? And it means that they can't really get as much of an advantage from angles or, corners, like over here, what they were doing with their archers, getting behind the defense over here. Once the archers have exposed this defense, it's pretty much done for. You really can't do much with it anymore. See, they've got an armored desert hoplite up on the wall. Looks like he plans on walking down this wall. You can see they also have some more units coming over here. Nabataea's Ballista, 29 kills. So we got the Nabataean Noble Cav General, and then we have the Bactrian Royal Cavalry General. One is a very heavy shot cav, one is a heavy melee cav. So melee attack 50, melee attack 46, 25 weapon damage, 27 weapon damage, bonus versus large 15, 10, charge bonus 76, charge bonus 38. So you can see they both kind of have their, their little thing that they do, right? Obviously, the 76 charge bonus is really good, but in a prolonged combat, the Nabataea Noble Cav is very, very good. We are getting some engagement here. We've got Celtic warriors going against the chosen sword band of Iceni. And then looks like, got some slingers coming. Yeah, slingers shooting. I'm not really sure how they do this, but they're slinging right over the buildings into that chosen sword band of Iceni. Getting some swords. Or no, these are shield side, excuse me. Now you got sword followers in the mix. Switching out. Sorry about that. Had to take a drink. So they did switch out. Looks like they cycled two different sword band. And then, as you can see, we also have a Principe here from Rome. Interesting. We don't see a whole lot of Principes around. The Celtic Slingers, 8 kills. Britain Slingers, what were they getting hit by? They are wavering. A lot of Bowie units got killed here. Wonder if he wasn't paying attention. Maybe they got shot in the back or on the side or something. Looks like Bactria is taking his general back. Back from whence you came. Britain Slingers, 27 kills. Nabataean Heavy Archers, 8. And a year ago, Syrians are starting to fire now. Now, what's nice is because they didn't destroy these walls yet, these Syrians can basically sit here and take pot shots at the defenders all they want without really any worry. The attackers don't have to set up stuff to defend these Syrians. They just want to, all they have to do is watch this. That's it. But at this point, these Syrians are completely and totally safe to sit there and shoot away with basically no repercussions. Parthian foot archers, what are we shooting at? Shooting at the Chosen Sword Band. Look at the Chosen Sword Band, 190 kills. No chevrons yet. 67 on the Principes. Now we've got a new one coming in, 59 kills. Death! Death to the heathens! But aren't you a heathen too? No, of course not. Anybody who isn't me is a heathen. Honestly, Rome is just kind of chilling over here in this corner. It's kind of funny, actually. Like, Iceni's kind of, like, really aggressively, countercharge, yeah. And Rome's Principes are just, like, chilling over here. Not even with an attack order on them, just like, we're just going to hold in the corner right here. Uh-huh. Well, no, we're good. We'll be all right. I don't think that armor doesn't hoplite wants to go any further for fear of the archers toasting him on the wall here. More precapace from Rome moving forward. So far, they have not decided that they want to go into this position yet. Really, the only fighting right now is right here. Iceni and Boii. Boii 50 kills, 97 kills, 78 kills. Yeah, we're going to get a push over here now. Maybe. Maybe not. Rome's archers are now entering the settlement. You can see them back in the background. They're entering the breach. Britain slingers now shooting at the Parthian foot archers. I wonder if the Parthian foot archers were trying to duke it out with the auxiliary Syrians. I doubt it, just because there's only one Parthian foot and there were 3 Syrians. That would be a bad matchup. A lot of fire coming in on the chosen sword, but now you can see the Britons, or the Celtic slingers, seem to be shooting into the auxiliary Syrians now. 17 kills, 20 kills, 15 kills. Now the Syrians are shooting back. Celtic slingers might be in trouble. Now that those slingers have a bead on them. Those Syrians are also being targeted by the mercenary Syrians and I believe the Parthian foot that is over here. 170 kills on this Parthian foot archer. And he still has ammo. Nicely done. As you can see over here, the Bactrians are holding the breach with 2 units instead of holding with 1. Basically because at this point they can create a bad matchup for the attackers, right? So the attackers can come in and be engaged by 1, while the other one fires into their flank. So what the attackers are going to have to do is they will then instead have to hit both of them, right? They're going to have to send 1 unit here, 1 unit here. Well, that still leaves it open for the defenders to put a unit behind to fire into the backs of the attacking units, or sides of the attacking units. So it's a good idea to do that. Bactrian Peltis, 9 kills, and they're in combat actually. Bactrian Peltis are pretty good. Surprised they, because it seems like they probably still have ammo. Yeah, they definitely still have ammo, so maybe you didn't realize that they were going into combat already. And then over here we got Rome getting up on some towers now. So you got some Evocati cohorts. We got 2 of them getting up on the towers, and then backing him up we have more Evocati cohorts. I'm interested because typically you would see the tortoises be moved forward to bust down these walls, so I'm curious where they're going to put these towers. They may decide to do like just 2, or they might do 1 and 1. Syrians are shooting at Celtic slingers, I think. Yep. Got a bunch of Bowii's Celtic slingers, and looks like 1 Celtic slinger, 1 Celtic bow. The Bactrian general still sitting back there, kind of being a nuisance, just kind of like, hey, look, I'm still here. Which, as you can see, is causing Nabatea to have to kind of pay attention to it, right? He has to basically honor that unit that is there so that it doesn't come and try and get him in the, hit him in the back or get into his archers somehow. I think he still has artillery ammo as well, so he has to be careful there. Now the Parthian foot archers you can see back here had to retreat, I believe mostly due to the combination. You got auxiliary Syrians and you have Nabatean heavies here. So basically, on the field today, you basically have 7 Syrians on the attack because Nabatean heavy archers are literally Syrian archers that just don't have precision shots. So, all right, here we go. We got the double up. And see, so you got one in, and then they've got a thorough spear set up here to shoot into this combat. Over here, you got your Celtic warriors doing the exact same thing. So you got 20 kills, and so far 0 on the thorough spears. Here, Artie again. Nabatia's only at 29 kills on his Artie, so he must be holding on to the ammo. And if I remember correctly, I think that's the only artillery the attackers brought. The defenders actually have a Eastern Scorpion, 74 kills on it. Boei's Ballista has 35, and that might be it. Yeah, I think that is actually it. I don't think Bactria has one. I'm wondering, he must have had a wall artillery that he... Yeah, it's probably this one right here. See, Rome, you can see, is trying to do something similar back to the defenders. You know, the defenders are setting up to Javi him from behind the line, so he's trying to do the same thing. But you can see from the angle, right, so the defenders have all this room that they can then set up units around, right? But on the other side, if we turn it around, the attackers only have this much room, and they really just don't have much room to set up those, you know, extra units behind the line to throw javelins and such. Boei actually seems to be regaining some ground. Sword followers 193, 120. Chosen Sword Band with 88. And this one's at 120 still, 87 kills. What's all the way in the back there? Oh, one of the mercenary Syrians from Bactria is all the way in the back. So it looks like they just moved the towers forward, possibly just trying to block the arrow tower, which could be the precursor, excuse me, sorry about that. Could be the precursor to them moving the tortoises forward to bust that wall down. Nabatean heavies with 51 kills. 106. Oop, there's a artillery shot. The wrong kind of shots, you know what I mean? Think what we all need is a shot of tequila. Bactrian Peltis, 56 kills. Ooh, look at that. Bactria's general getting involved. He took some losses. He charged the sword band. He's got 47 kills, but he did take some losses. He's lost, what, 18 men? 19 men? And, oh, he lost another. That final Javi toss took one down, and he's going to turn around and come back for some more. Because Nabatea, oh. Nabatea's general's right there. I don't think you want to do this, Bactria. Oh, no. Oh, this could be bad. I don't know why his men strung out like that. Now it looks like he's going to get away. Bactria's general's winded. And then we got a second wind. Okay, he's going to get out of there. Get your men out of there! I'm a little surprised that Bactria didn't come out here to help with that. You know what I mean? He could have sent units to trap this, or even try to eliminate the Nabatean general by charging with his and then hitting him with another. Not sure where he's going. He's leading him off to Podunk nowhere. Rome is just taking just obscene losses. 101 kills on the Thorax. They've only lost 17 men. That's all they've lost. 66. And now Parthia is getting involved in this fight. So we got Parthia and Boii going up against the Chosen Swords. Honestly, it's mainly Iceni right now. Rome seems to be being held a little bit in reserve. Still hear that kind of whoosh of the Eastern Scorpion. 120 kills. Almost got a chevron, too. It's a tough fight, guys. Very, very tough fight. There's good infantry on both sides. Good archers on both sides. Good players on both sides. So just a lot of good in this battle, okay? A lot of good. I can tell you right now in both of these voice chats, there's a lot of talking and communicating and discussing, you know, which way which way to go, where to cycle. Did you see that guy? Whoa, holy shit. That guy, like, jumped back, like, 10 feet. The Aqua Matrix. Da-da-da-da-da. Now we got shield wall. You can see the shield wall kind of condenses the formation a little bit. It also keeps the unit a little straighter, you know, helps keep them from getting out of their formation a little better. And now one of the Thorax being pulled out. 124 kills. Nabatean swordsman still right there. I wonder why he pulled that out. Still fresh. Boei's general now up right behind the front lines. Look like he's come up for some abilities. Already had a battle rhythm used. Parthian foot archers 169, 103. And it looks like they both still have ammo, so that's good. And Parthia's really just kind of chilling right now, you know. There's really not much happening over here. You got some Boii and Parthian archers here shooting off into the sides and backs of the attackers. But other than that, that's really about it over here. The attackers really have not pushed anything here. For 3v3, I don't think you have to either. Britain skirmishers getting beat up now. Parthian swords, 109. Parthian swords are going to have a tough time today. I have a feeling that Parthia is probably going to have one of the lower kill sets. Mostly just to, I think he's a little, his units are just a little outmatched here. You can see Bactria does come out of the breach, and they are attacking Nabatea outside the walls. Nabatea bringing his general back, getting him out of danger. He's almost at half health. These couple armored desert hoplites are going down. Oh man, got charged in the back. You see that? That's what heavy shot cavalry does when charging in the back of something. 76 charge bonus. No thank you. I'm not feeling, you know, getting trampled to death by a 1,500-pound warhorse, 2,000-pound warhorse, whatever. They're just slinging along, man. Celtic slingers just slinging over there. Got one going after Rome here. Another one was going after Iceni. And you hear that Scorpion still going. 143. Nabatea actually drops his ballista. And I think he's probably got ammo still as well. Bounce power is pretty much as even as you can get the bounce power to be. Yeah, still nothing on the left. And we may, you know, honestly, something may never happen on the left. Who knows? It does seem like the attackers are gaining ground on their right, though. Bactria and Peltus are just having a heyday throwing their pointy sticks into this tightly massed up group that probably can't really, you know, defend itself against the projectiles of the enemy. So you're kind of getting into a spot that, and this is why in these situations you tend to see the line kind of fluctuate between the two. And that's, I think what we're seeing is that the attacker and defenders have kind of swapped spots when it comes to the ability that they have to set up a second layer defense or second layer support for the javelins and such. Because now all the room is on the attacker's favor in the center. And Rome brought so many avocados. I feel like I've said avocado like 10 times in this video. And I bet you they did it on purpose, too. We're going to make you say the same name again and again and again. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Are they going to take it? No, I don't think they will. Which is going to lead just enough time for Parthia and Bactria here to shift forces into the center. So far, no Oathsworn going in yet. That's going to be something that I think the attackers might have a little bit of a tough time defending against. It's going to be that those Oathsworn of Boii. I haven't seen, so I see one heroic noble, and then the general is a heroic noble, but that's all I've seen for heroic nobles. Nabatea doesn't get an elite, and I don't believe Rome brought any Praetorians. Praetorians! Where did the Bactrian, I guess they went back in the city. Like, where'd the Salio go? And now we've got Britain skirmishers charging into the fray. They threw all their pointing sticks, and now they're drawing their daggers, and they're going to war! I don't feel like they're going to do very hot, but you know what? We should just give them a chance. Give them a chance against... I mean, I guess it is Celtic slingers that they're going after. I'm honestly surprised that the combat is even. I think that Bactria and Peltus, or Britain skirmishers. Well, the Britain skirmishers. Never mind. I was thinking the Bactrian skirmishers or whatever, but that wasn't it. Sorry for the weird thing. My sharp pain in my foot, and it made me go whoa, ow. That's right. I'm gonna get made fun of in the comment section for the God. This has just been painful to watch over here. Just the amount of javelins that have been thrown into the just massed ranks has been just, it's painful to watch. Look at the ambusher unit there. Bactria General coming over, and he's dealing with it. Bactria did send all of its units back into the settlement. And we are fully into the settlement at this point, ladies and gentlemen. And we also have a full push on the left. And it almost looks like Parthia wasn't quite ready for this big push. He does have some units moving forward to assist, and I think it's going to be okay. But it was a close call, you know. And even with these reinforcements, he may still have a little bit of trouble just because Parthian Sword's going to be outmatched here by the Evocati's, Chosen Sword Band, and Heroic Nobles. Bounce power, yeah, it still looks pretty even to me. I leaned in on this one to make, I'm like, you know, let me see. Does it really, yeah, I mean, it's like, I can't really discern a difference in the balance of power just looking at it. That's a good thing. That means we're having a good fight. It's been a good, even fight so far. That's what I like about getting games like this between, you know, really good, experienced players, is you don't see, and here's the deal. When I say that, what I don't like and what I don't think is good content is games where there are very large discrepancies between the skill levels on each team, right? Now, if you have two teams made up of average players, you will have an even good game. If you have two teams made up of skilled players, you will have a good game. In all reality, I think that is what is more about, is that, you know, having a good matchup between the two teams, because then in the end you get, you know, relatively even skill levels, so you don't see one team just absolutely dominating the other side, right? In this battle, we have two teams of skilled players, so it's been fun to watch the moves and counter moves. It's almost like a chessboard, right? Where, you know, one player moves a unit here, so then on the other side you see the other team move a counter unit to that place as well. Just very, very good. We're a Cataphract General over here, so he looks like he's coming over to give some you know, benefits. He already gave battle rhythm. This poor Evocati cohort is completely and totally surrounded. But you can see they leave it exposed here so that the Cataphract Gen can charge into it. That Evocati is probably going to die here soon. They also probably want to get one of their, you know, another unit in there to keep it hemmed in. Turn around. Turn around. And there they go, charge again. It was an okay charge. Nothing too crazy. Boei, Sword Follower, 66 kills. Evocati's 124, 97 men and 34 men. 68 kills with the 34 men is a bit painful. Now you got Thorough Spears and, I believe, an out of ammo. Yeah, I'm going to guess out of ammo Bactria and Peltus moving around the side here. You can see Nabatea putting some units over here to kind of keep them, make sure they're not getting into their back lines. Oh man, look at the Nabatean Armored Desert Hoplites. They are racking up some kills here. Look at that, 96. They were like 82 kills when I started looking at that unit just a couple seconds ago. Evocati's now breaking. And you got Parthia came out with 54-man hillmen came out of the settlement. So now we have Bactrian units, the generals back there, and also a Parthian unit coming in from behind. Nabatea's general running around like a man with his head cut off. Bactrian Royal Cavalry, by the way, 238 kills. Only one chevron, so, you know, he's hasn't gotten amazing kills, but they've been pretty solid. 238, he almost has a second chevron on it. Oh, and looky there. Sorry, I had to get a drink. Parthia's general now outside, 33 kills on the Royal Cataphracts. I think what we're going to have happen is we're going to get a counterattack here. I'm a little surprised they haven't snuck anything around to try and, you know, hurt this chosen sword. Although he's only 41 men, so they probably don't even need to do it. But once that unit's gone, I think they're going to counterattack down this area. Especially since they already have units in the back. Thorough Spears with 134 kills, doing pretty well there. Nabatea's archers shooting, I believe shooting at the Bactrian general. I believe. Now, it does look like the attackers have gained some ground here. Look at this. So, the original line was here. The second line is here. But they're honestly on the cusp of that line. You know what I mean? They are gaining some ground bit by bit, inch by inch. Every step I take, every move I make. You know, anybody know the song? Come on. Let's hear the next lyrics in the comment section. No, I'm not going to give them to you. Boei is holding pretty well here. 110 kills, 81 kills. Look at the Evocati cohort, 214. Once again, only one chevron. He's about to get two. That'll be about worth it. Heroic Nobles at 20 kills. Man, that the stuff in the back is really a nuisance. Here's the counter push. I told you. Counterattack! It does look like the bounce power is moving towards the attacker's favor. Looks like the Roman and Nabatean generals were trying to do some, you know, counter-charging, cycle charging. 48 kills on the Legatus. Nabatea's general now coming back. Things are getting a little sketchy for the attackers at this point. Parthian swordmen, actually, a couple of them doing pretty solid here. Look at that one, 86 kills with a chevron on it.
As you command, under riders at the double.
I don't know what's going on here. Oh, okay. Looks like Bactria's general charge, and then he tried to pull out of it. Still kind of caught up. He's got 255 kills. This looks like the beginning of the end for the attackers. That strong counter push by Parthia pushing back is now encircling the attack here. Bactria also coming around with a few units. Nabatean Noble Cav only 72 kills at this point. You know he's wishing he had more. They made a lot of ground here. but you could see that it is fizzling out, and I think this attack over here is just about over. The Legatus actually getting in and around. He is loose in the back lines. 180 on the Eastern Scorpion. Oh, here we go, Parthian Sword. No javelin toss, no shield wall. He might not have javelins. See the Legatus trying to pull back out. 96 kills. 96 kills. Looks like this Parthian sword may just kind of zone out the Roman general. But to be brutally honest with you, it's not going to matter much. This battle is pretty much over. You can see the bounce power is steadily shifting in the attacker's favor. A strong defense, a stout defense. The attackers will have to collect more men, gather their thoughts and their resources, and try another day. So that'll be one unit. Bet you this guy's next. General's dead. The Legate is still sitting back here being a pain in the booty. So he dismounted because cavalry can't capture these, but dismounted cavalry can. All right, let's go look at some kills here. Starting off for the defenders, we have Bactria being commanded by Big Bees. 25-19, carrying the day. Literally the most kills in the whole game here. Bactria and Peltis did pretty good. Looks like they were playing with the 3 and 2 rule, so 3 archers, 2 Peltis, 338 on the cavalry. Most of his infantry doing relatively well. Chevron on most of them. J Barbs as Parthia, 2385. Let's see, 165 on the general, 2 chevrons. His archers did pretty solid. And then, all in all, especially for them being Parthian swords, they actually didn't do too bad. Finally, who's Mr. Bubbles as Bowie with 2,010 kills. Really duking it out with Iceni there pretty much all game. 223 is the best he's got on the infantry. Slingers did it relatively okay. For the attackers, we have Iceni with 1,836 kills. Heroic Nobles did pretty solid. The general getting 2 chevrons. 252 on a chosen sword band. But, you know, going toe-to-toe with the sword followers is tough. Now, second most kills in the game, we have Stepbro as Rome. We have 2445, and his infantry just doing really, really well. 250 with 2 chevrons, 259, 235. The Principe's doing pretty well there. Archers did pretty solid. Then we have Stuck as Nabatea with 1,957 kills. Archers did okay. Typically, we would want to see a little bit better than that. 206 on an Armored Desert Hoplight's pretty damn good. 275 is even better. So all in all, pretty solid there. You know, you can see not any huge crazy discrepancies in kills. So yeah, all in all, a pretty good battle. Well, that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.